I wasn't even really thinking about professional soccer when I got to college. I didn't grow up with players that were in like the academies who were already thinking about going pro when they were 10, 11, 12. The teams I played on growing up was just like, we all just had fun. I remember like when I first was looking at schools, I pretty quickly crossed out like all of the Pacific Northwest. And then I came up here and slowly just my head started to turn and I was like, it's actually pretty cool here. Nobody was getting talked to like, oh, you're gonna play professional. It was a lot of just like, you know what, we have all our friends are here and we wanna play on the same team, so we're all gonna go play on the same team and we're gonna do this tournament and that tournament. Even when the time came where it's like, hey, you're good enough to go play in an academy, I was like, no, I wanna play with my friends. So going into college, I was like, I kind of just want that experience as well. Alex and I met, it was the end of my junior year, and I guess, yeah, the end of your senior year. So me and my buddy, we were in the same major, so we were doing all the same classes. We like got to class and we were kind of looking for people that we knew. And he was like, oh, I know her, like I've met her before. Like, let's go sit next to her.
I knew him in class as the kid that would play like the bubble game, the bubble jump game.
Bubble trouble.
Bubble trouble. And
me and Chris, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I would just like stare at his screen like, what are you doing? Like, how do you get away with that? And I was super like stick straight in college, I think,
yeah.
With my academics anyway. When I started to get to know him, it was like, I knew him as like the thrill seeker kind of, but I didn't know him before. Like I didn't spend 4 years of college knowing him as a person. He has remained super humble and just really grateful, and he plays for his people that he's lost. That's like a big thing for what keeps him like going. He's very similar to how he was when I first met him. He doesn't talk about himself very often, and with Kalani you're not seeing a situation as a negative or a positive. You're not taking that and letting that set the tone for how you're going to respond. It's more of, you know, this is what's happening and how do I go about this to not only find a solution, but stay true to myself.
Roscoe. Roscoe.
Sir Roscoe.
Opa, come here. Come here. This is Opa, or Appa, we call her both. And this is Roscoe. We just got her about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. We've had him for 2.5 years now. They're both rescues, like we got them both off, just like people who are fostering them.
Come on, that tongue down.
Yeah.
Yes, little man.
Good job. I think it's good to just get like the complete opposite ends of the spectrum. The intensity, the energy that you're expending, and the focus that you have, and the stress on your body from games, and like all the fans, the noise, all this stuff happening. It's like that all-time high. And then being able to come and do stuff like this just like mellows it all out, and it kind of balances that scale. When it's too much intensity and focus, that's when like I don't perform as well. And then same thing on the other side, when there's not enough and it's just all mellow, I get like antsy and want to do more, you know what I mean? Yeah, good job, little man. Here you go. Okay, come on, let's go. The ocean's so humbling and just nice to be in, and it makes you feel so good. For me, it's one of those things that I use kind of the same to ground myself. My parents would always take me and my brother to the ocean. We were swimming really early on. Now anytime we're near the water, we're always swimming or wrestling in the water, or jumping around or looking for things, whatever. It's kind of what you make of it, where you can jump in or you can just watch it, or you can listen to the ocean. You can spend a ton of time in it or just go and look, and that's why you go to the beach. It's always the same, it's always going to be there, and you always get the similar feelings when you're jumping in, when you're just listening, when you're around it. It's always a very humbling, comforting feeling of just enjoying Mother Nature and a very powerful piece of our world. Look, you got drafted, but that's like the very, very beginning of this next step. At the same time, it's also not a completely stable step. There's a lot of different ways that this could go, and you got to control the controllables. This was the team that I wanted to go to for a variety of reasons, but one of the main ones being that I knew, like I said, the culture and like the players and the community that it comes with. Again, that's where I think that a lot of the people that I have met here have been really helpful for me, because they were able to, and like I said, like Dylan, for example, he was somebody that I could just text or call, and like, I remember when I got drafted, he was one of the first people I texted, and I was like, can you give me like a rundown? Like, what should I be expecting? What should I come into preseason looking like? And then even same with Christian, it was like, and this is before I really knew him, and I was like, hey, same thing, he was able to just give me that little like, look, coach likes this, these are the type of players that succeed here, try not to worry too much, try not to stress, and just go out there and be yourself. My other buddies who didn't get drafted to like the same city team that they were in before, and it was just hard for a lot of guys. Like they felt isolated, they felt like they didn't have their family or friends around, and it was hard to make new friends, and you're so busy with soccer and everything. But for me, I already had my community and everything built in, so when it came down to the soccer part, I didn't need to focus on the outside stuff as much, and I could really just dial in on soccer. I think that it almost means so much more when you have a connection to the people that are watching you as well, and the people that are rooting for you and in your corner, and the people who have helped you along the way. I think there's like a mutual respect and relationship with the fans and the other players. It's that much deeper when a lot of the people come from the same place.
Chest of Kalani inside the box, strikes it, it's a goal! Brilliant goal!
Scoring that goal was like one of those moments of like, wow, I can really do this. I know that I can play at this level and go in and make an impact in big games like this. That game was almost a checkpoint for me, where it was like any uncertainty that I had kind of just got erased. Like, I proved to myself that I can do this. When I can confidently say that I'm helping the people around me, that's when I also am playing my best. Something that I identify with is like my work ethic. I'm not the guy that's gonna go and hit an insane shot from 30 yards out of the box, or like dribble past the whole team and then score. But I am the guy that's gonna like be running up and down and doing that dirty work. One of my goals when I first got drafted, and it was like, I don't have a contract yet and I'm going to train with the first team, was just go in and be a guy that everybody wants to be around, and be somebody that like respects everything and everybody.
Kalani, can he get it? He does! Against Smolikov, receives the ball inside the 18, strikes it! Goal by Kalani!
I was trying to like kind of make an impact on people, a positive impact in people from the minute that I got onto the team.